Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So what I'm doing is a hashtag. This is to Trish over at the Witch of the Dismal Swamp. Sorry, she changed it. And the hashtag is hashtag 20+2 questions. So, the first question is, and I'm sorry, I keep referring to my questions down here. What board game have you played lately during quarantine, if any? I haven't. No board games. 2, do you have a garden? If so, how big is it? I don't really have a garden. I do have a couple of plants. I'm hoping to start a few more potted plants this year, but as of this point, I don't. And it's like, you know, April in Michigan, so it's, I mean, like last week we had one day that was almost 70 degrees, and then the next day it was like 40 degrees. So the weather's like unstable right now. Do you have a fairy garden? No, I don't. However, I will do a little, is it the right way? It's either this side or this side. I always forget, but I will do a link or a card over to see my a star altar, if I could think, brain fart, so that you can see that I have my fairy that my husband bought me and some flowers and stuff like that, and it's kind of like a fairy garden. Number 4, do you have an altar outside? Right now I don't, but I would like to have one this year outside. 5, favorite place to buy witchy goodies? Well, there's a couple of places that I purchase wholesale from. So I like those. Also, Amazon, just because, you know, as Prime, we get it within like 1 or 2 days, which I love. Other than that, the Witch's Moon, they have the Moon Market. I love their store. There's some local places around here, Triple Goddess and Coyote something or other, I can't remember. So 6, the last witchy item bought was right here, and it arrived a couple of days ago. Do you have any pets? If so, how many and what are they? Yes, I have 3 animals, which I will also do a card to. Meet my pets. I have a dog, Sully, which most of you already know Sully. He's definitely made his appearance known several times, all the time. And then I have 2 cats, Pepper. She's my chubby little all-black cat. And then I have Smokey. He's the mean psychopath, long-haired, like blue Russian cat. So, yeah. Who, like, lays on the ledge, on his belly, not like this, on his belly. Like a banister right before we walk in. So he's like our gargoyle. I call him my lazy gargoyle. Do you have a favorite divination tool? And there's Sully, by the way. What is it? Yeah, my favorite divination is tarot. Tarot, oracle, pendulum, which I'm working on some pendulums right now. But yeah, those. Let's see. 9, question number 9. Do you have any children? If so, how do you keep them occupied during quarantine? I do have 2 children. They do both live at home still. My son is 25 and my daughter is 21. Just turned 21 in December. So I don't have to keep them occupied. They're very good at doing that themselves. And I'm grateful for that. 10. What type of family time do you have since quarantine? Example, movie night, take special walks, etc. Yes. Since we've been under quarantine, we have been taking Sully out for a walk pretty much every single day. There was a couple of days that we got snow again. I know, right? But that's all melted, so it's going to be like 55 degrees today, so we're definitely taking him for a walk again today. That's my husband and I. Sometimes my daughter goes along, but we've taken him several times now. He loves it. Normally we haven't done that because, you know, we have a decent sized yard that's all fenced in, so we just let him out in the backyard, but he really does love his walks. And I like him too. Other than that, we haven't been playing any board games, but we were playing some and have been continually, playing like Mario Kart, all four of us, all playing. Some we have like, it's on the Switch that we're playing it. So my daughter keeps kicking all of our butts, but she's the one that plays it more. So that's what we've been doing. What is your favorite show on TV or favorite movie? Okay. I have tons of stuff, especially right now. I'm trying to occupy my time, trying to get my mind off of other things in the world. Like, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So we just finished watching the next season of Ozark, one of our favorites by far. I'm watching Twitch. Is that what it's called? Or what is the name of that? It's the one where they all come to life again. I don't remember. It's something like that. Also, let's see. Favorite show on TV or favorite movie. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I watch. Favorite, that's kind of hard. I mean, my favorite stuff is probably YouTube, not TV. Favorite movie, I just watched a good movie with Mark Ruffalo in it. It's called Dark Waters, and it's about, you know, poisoning from DuPont, and the company in a small town in Ohio, and the class action suit that was really good. It reminded me a lot of Erin Brockovich. So, great movie. If you get a chance, check it out. It's called Dark Waters. Let's see. How are you doing with the quarantine? How am I doing with the quarantine? Quarantine's no big deal because, I mean, I do go out, you know, in the beginning, I was fevering. I do believe that I had it. I called. They said, unless my symptoms get worse, then go into the ER. But at that point, it was kind of early on. Somebody at my husband's work had previously been exposed to somebody that had it, that had tested positive. So that doesn't mean that they got it, but with it being a very contagious thing, that's probably how I got it, if that's what I had. But I did go through the, you know, with the throat and the fevering, the intermittent fevering, and with the throat for like 4 or 5 days. And then it did go down into my chest a little bit. But, yeah, it didn't hang on to me long, if that's what it was, which I do believe that's what it was. But I'm not going to go get tested and if I didn't have it and make it worse. So, other than that, the quarantine, no big deal. I've been enjoying spending time with my family. Just doing the best that we can do, you know. 13. Do you have a silly thing you do at home that's secret that you know acting silly? If so, what is it? Yeah, if I'm doing like dishes or something like, well, for one, I always sing, okay? And I sing a lot of like sitcom show songs, you know, theme songs, like Growing Pains and Charmed and The Golden Girls and stuff like that. But I will put on the music if I'm cleaning and just bebop around the house while I'm doing my cleaning. Just kind of get you in that mode, you know. But yes, always singing. Always. My kids said I had singing Tourette's because somebody would say something and all of a sudden it would a song would pop in my head and I would just start singing. My sister, when we get together, we do the exact same thing, and it's usually the same song that pops in our head. It's funny. So, 14. What have you done since quarantine that you could not get to prior to quarantine? Nothing. No, because I'm at home. So I'm not the one that's out working. I mean, YouTube and creating stuff and doing tarot, that's essentially my job. So, 15. How are you spending your days in quarantine? Doing tarot, cleaning, lots of cleaning, going for walks. We got our backyard all set up. You know, all of the furniture and all that out there, and everything swept and cleaned, and our hammock put out, and all of our covers for our umbrellas and stuff like that are all out. And what else have we been doing? Yeah, just watching YouTube, and I haven't felt super creative, I will tell you that, and I'm hoping to be getting out of that. I haven't felt much like YouTube. I've seen so much stuff that's just always talking about the coronavirus, or my thoughts on the coronavirus, or you know, stuff like that, and I'm just avoiding it because I'm just so tired of hearing it. Seriously, and I don't mean to be rude or anything. It's just so, I mean, I will get on YouTube and it's plastered all over my pages and everything. It's just, how can you escape it and, you know, concentrate on something else when it's just always so much in your face? But I understand that's what people are going through, so it's easier for them to get it out, but I can't hear any more of it. I'm just tired of it. 16. What is the weather like today? The weather is 55 and sunny. Yes. 17. Do you have a favorite place to go in nature? Describe the location. Oh, right now, my favorite place to go in nature is, you know, like in my backyard, and just walking in my neighborhood, taking Sully. Here, we're trying to teach him one route, but after we do that, because he's, you know, putting his scent everywhere, every pole, every mailbox, even when there's nothing, he's doing it, right? Nothing left, I should say. But there's another one when we go down this way, and then we can follow a trail, a wooded trail. But a lot of people are walking, and we didn't want to, you know, possibly come in contact with more people. So we're starting with one route, then we're going to go to the next. And that's all tree cover all the way down. It's just gorgeous. So probably there by a body of water, or, you know, this summer when we open up our pool, go out, spend some time in the sun. You know, anywhere where I can get a little bit of sunshine on my face is always a good thing. 18. What is your favorite flower? And my favorite flower is a rose. It'll change as far as my favorite color, but gosh, I love tulips. I love marigolds, chrysanthemums, daisies, and sunflowers, and you name it. I think they're all beautiful. Let's see. 19. What is your favorite tree? My favorite tree, which this is always changing too, but ultimately I think it's between like the oak tree and a willow, weeping willow. I love the weeping willow, how it just like cascades down, and you can even have it where it's touching the ground. You can go in there. I could just imagine, because I didn't have willows around us when we were growing up. I only seen them like on TV and stuff like that. I have seen them now as an adult, but as a child they were not really around where we were at. But I could imagine like going in there as a child and having like your own secret space and all that. I just love it. You know, the canopy, a canopy of tree over you. 20. What is your favorite crystal? Oh, that's a hard one. I mean, I love selenite. I love the properties. Oh, it just feels so good. I love that it cleanses other ones around. Obviously, obviously, I love amethyst, right? Amethyst is, it's beautiful. I've always had this thing also. Since I started making jewelry and stuff, I would just take the beads and always put them up, you know, run them through my hands and put them on my face, and just, I can't help it. I just love crystals so much. They definitely make me buzz, vibrate. And I also love, labradorite. It's just stunning. I love that it's supposed to help unlock, you know, psychic visions and dreams and astral stuff, and so is actually amethyst. So yeah, definitely third eye stuff and cleansing and purifying. So, but you know, carnelian was probably the first one that I really, really fell in love with. Oopsie. I love carnelian. It's beautiful. Yeah, so rose quartz, of course. I love the rose quartz. Sorry, way too many. Bonus questions. What is your favorite brand of toilet paper? Scott. I don't like the real fluffy stuff. 22. Are you still working during quarantine? Nah, not really. I mean, like I said, I've just been uninspired, and I'm hoping, you know, I just did my weekly thing for next week, starting tomorrow, my weekly tarot reflection, and it's pretty much telling me to get out of my head, get more into like my creative, you know, what I need to focus on is bringing my passion and my creations and my thought, my you know, that fiery energy back into what I'm doing. And then, so like for instance, for those people that read tarot, you'll understand. The card that I got that I need to embrace is the Knight of Wands. The card that's going to help best support me this week was the Page of Wands. So it doesn't get any more clear than that, right? So I'm hoping that this week I'm going to get back into my swing of things and feel up to it, and, you know, because I am feeling good. I feel like if I did have it, I beat it, which is cool. But it doesn't surprise me because I eat a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, take vitamin C and zinc, and drink a lot of water, and I don't eat heavy meats anymore, and, you know, all that kind of good stuff, which are the things that they tell you to do in order to build up your immunity, right? So there you go, guys. As I said, this was a hashtag 20 plus 2 questions, and this was from my sweet friend Trish over at the Witch of the Dismal Swamp. And I hope to see other people joining in, and I'm sending you love and light. Thank you so much.